So what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another zombies video. I am BlackOpsAmazing, and today we have another secret radio or wisp from Dr. Monty. I was about to say Dr. Groff there, but remember the other day I did a video showing you the secret wisps? Well, a new one has now been found, and it's actually quite difficult to obtain. Or maybe not to obtain, but actually to find. But anyway, if you do enjoy the video, it's going to be very interesting. If you could take your time, just drop a like rating, that'd be much appreciated. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So first, to access this radio or this wisp, to activate it, you are going to need to do the other three first. If you want to check out and listen to the other three radios, like I said, I've done a full video. I will link them down in the description. These first few radios aren't really too interesting as of right now, but when you get to this new fourth radio, after you've activated those three, this one is really freaking cool. So to get this one, like I said, complete those first steps first, and then you want to make your way over to the Pack-a-Punch room, go down the stairs, and the first window on the left, you want to throw a grenade in here, and it will actually activate a whisper radio that is inside from Dr. Monty, and this is what he will say.
MAXIS. He was the first. The vessel you constructed for him back in World War I somehow shielded him from the influence of Element 115. He opened the portal between the worlds and, well, that's when shit really went tits up. The world within the world got turned upside down and inside out, if you can imagine such a thing. So, anyway, it was around then that I was forced to step in.
MAXIS, he was the first. The vessel you constructed for him back in World War I somehow shielded him from the influence of Element 115. The vessel that he's talking about that we created for MAXIS is the drone. When Richtofen dissected MAXIS in Origins and he took out his brain, we knew then to preserve it, Richtofen put his brain inside of the MAXIS drone, and this left MAXIS being formless. He now didn't have a body, he was just flying around in this drone. This was the vessel that we built for MAXIS, and because he is in this, when we open the portal in France, and even in Origins when we were exposed to Element 115, we know the kind of side effects that it can give to us. We know right now in our zombie storyline, it is making our older versions of our characters come back. So Nikolai, the Origins version, is becoming more like his older self, the drunk. Dempsey is becoming arrogant, Richtofen is becoming the psychopath. So we know the kind of side effects that 115 can do to you. But because MAXIS is being put inside of this vessel, inside of the MAXIS drone by Richtofen, he isn't affected by 115. He doesn't have a body, so MAXIS to 115 at least is invincible. Dr. Monty continues to say he opened the portal between the worlds, and that's really when everything went tits up. The world within the world got turned upside down, inside out, so it was around then that I, Dr. Monty, was forced to step in. At the end of the Origins Easter egg, we opened up the portal in the crazy place to allow MAXIS to go to his daughter Samantha. When we opened that portal, that's when everything fell apart. Us opening that portal was the trigger for everything in our zombie storyline right now, or at least it was the trigger for the start of things. It was the trigger for things to go wrong, for displacements, for the world to turn upside down, inside out. Us opening that portal in France, although we may not have realised it, was actually the worst thing we could have done, and is the reason why everything has changed. Dr. Monty says because of this, he has been forced to step in. He's seen the damage that has been done by us opening this portal, and so Dr. Monty sees no other way but to step in and take things into his own hands. We see he seems to be working with MAXIS. He seems to have been helping him. In fact, Dr. Monty may have even been the one who told MAXIS that this is what you need to do in order to fix it. That told MAXIS about the Canorium, about how you need to get that, make your friend on Earth, who was Richtofen, read it, learn about it, and make him do these things that I am telling you because this is the only way you are going to fix it. We don't exactly know the reason as to why Monty has started to help out. We don't exactly know where he is, how he's talking to us, but we know he is unlimited. Dr. Monty is everywhere. So we don't know what form Dr. Monty is in. But from the sounds of this, Dr. Monty has been watching over us. It seems like Dr. Monty is some type of powerful being. He has the power to change things, but not drastically. I actually think this is one of the cooler radios, and by the way it ends, by the way it just cuts off, it makes it seem that there are more radios and more additional information, more wisps that we're going to find around the map that Dr. Monty will add onto this. As of right now, they haven't been found, and from the looks of it, from the looks of this one, they are going to be quite difficult to find, so I can guess it's going to be a while until we find the next one. Unless it's out, then you can let me know in the comment section below. But I think this is really awesome, and you gotta admit, guys, Dr. Monty is a freaking awesome character. Just the way he says things, this for me is a very interesting dialogue. Dr. MAXIS he was the first. What exactly does Monty mean by that? Does he mean he was the first to go? He was the first to die? Was he the first to reach Argotha through the portal in France? Was he the first to meet Monty? We don't know. This dialogue from Monty also explains why MAXIS is normal, why he can remember things, whilst the other characters seem to forget, seem to be changing as we go on through the maps. This explains why Dr. MAXIS is still normal, even though he's been exposed to mass amounts of 115, especially in Origins. It's because he is the formless one. He was inside of the MAXIS drone. This kind of hints towards MAXIS still being inside of the MAXIS drone. If we finally do meet him in DLC 4, then it's possible that he's still in this drone, and maybe we have to actually give him a physical form or somehow put him back in his body. Or maybe after he entered that portal, something happened to him, he changed and went back into a physical form. Again, we don't know. There we go, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. It's been a really interesting one to make, so I've enjoyed it. If you could drop me a like rating, that would be much appreciated. Thank you all so much for the support on my videos. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. It is so freaking hot right now, and goodbye.